Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue podcast. Let's talk about what just happened in Aliens versus Avengers #1. This is a new book from Marvel Comics written by Jonathan Hickman with art by Zad Ribic. Now, in this video, I'm going to go into spoilers. If you want a spoiler free review, we have that in the channel. This is going to be a very spoiler heavy video. I'll try to put some images on the screen. I'm not going to show you the whole comic because that would defeat the purpose of me wanting you to go buy it. But I definitely recommend it. It's a fun read. The last few pages, I wish I had been able to capture my reaction as I was reading them because, oh my God, I could just feel my face grinning like a dummy. But we kick off the events of this book with what looks to be a Shi'ar ship who's got a Kree prisoner who they're doing experiments on. Now we find out that, of course, these experiments are the at putting face huggers and alien related xenomorph related experiments. Then of course we have the Wakandans arrive at this ship because they know that something is amiss, and they want to stop it before this can spread too much. Now unfortunately by the time they get there, not only are they attacked by xenomorphs, but they discover that the two Shi'ar scientists were actually synthetics that were trying to, they were trying to make sure that the virus or the xenomorph could expand. They had launched multiple xenomorph protocols, which include sending a queen and eggs and to these different places along the Marvel universe. Now, this whole story takes place in the future or in an uncertain future, right? We do see a T'Challa who is older, who has a son who is now the Black Panther, who, like a fully grown person. And of course, once the xenomorphs reach Earth, unfortunately, we know that there's nothing that we could do to stop it. The xenomorphs do take over the world. We see a very cool scene of Apocalypse, who was one of the mutants that didn't leave for Mars or Arakko. Just he stayed behind to fight the xenomorphs, but it is implied that he did not make it. So we jump back to the future to the last safe city on Earth, where we catch up with a Bruce Banner who is now very old. We also check in with Captain Marvel, who's a lot older as well. So, like I said, this does take place in the future. They're waiting for somebody to come back because it is the only person that can save them, and that person is revealed to be Valeria Richards, the daughter of Reed and Sue Richards. Um, we have Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and also the Hulk, who are going to help her trying to get back into the city. So she went out to catch one of those eggs. They have tried to stop the xenomorph spread at multiple stages, and they realize that the only thing they can do to stop them is to create a virus that will infect all the eggs and stop the xenomorph's life cycle, kind of at the source. Um, Unfortunately, after a big conversation, we see that Valeria is actually infected and she has come back, right? She has power, so obviously the infection took a little bit longer to take hold. But she's infected in her lab, and she asked Bruce Banner, who is like kind of her uncle and probably mentor in this world, um, to please keep Earth safe. We see a really cool fight between the Hulk and a xenomorph, which is amazing. Like, there's just some of the best stuff. Is that Rivik does such a good job. We also, as some of more of the Avengers come in, we see that Miles gets a face hugger put in his face. Now, earlier in the book, they had told us that if a face hugger, it's stuck to your face, it's kind of game over. Like, they're like, that's it. There's no coming back, right? So as they are thinking that they have to kill Miles, we have this probably the coolest reveal is that Miles was actually wearing a symbiote. So the face hugger gets enveloped in the symbiote parasite, the symbiote takes over and kind of like brings the face hugger into his own being. So the symbiote, like a venom symbiote, wins, and then we get to see this really cool Miles with a white suit, and the symbiote goes back into him with now the strength added from the face hugger. So who knows what that's gonna look like? That was the moment that I was like, oh man, this is so good. And maybe, just maybe, they found a way to fight back against the xenomorph menace that has taken over not just Earth but many other worlds in the Marvel universe. So yeah, go check out. I feel like you have. I know I just went through the whole thing, but you have to read this on your own, figure it out. So it's really fun stuff. I really enjoyed it, and I hope that you will as well. There's some beautiful art. Hopefully, you saw some of the pages that I dropped in here as we were going through this. But as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, and I'll be talking more about Aliens versus Avengers. So as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.